Welcome to this iKentoo tutorial video provided to you by 16 Limited. Today we will be covering how to use the iKentoo app part 1. So let's start with an overview of the iKentoo app itself. As you can see, we can see the top left hand side of the screen showing the order. So this is the place where all the items within an order are shown. On the bottom left hand side of the screen, we can see the keypad. Here, this is a navigational instrument whereby we would be able to open tables or enter amounts from. The just next to the keypad, we can see the Actions tab with different actions available. Then we can see the categories in the middle part of the screen. On the right hand side of the screen, we can then see the items within a category. So if we toggle through each and every category, we can see that the items are changing. Let's start by doing some sales. So to add items to an order, one would require to open a sale. So by default, the system opens a quick sale, which means that if we enter items directly as follows, they would directly go on a direct sale as shown in the screen, and thus are able to be tendered accordingly. This is mostly used in takeaways or in bars. Once the order is on the orders tab, we can press pay and close, and we are prompted with the payment screen. We choose the payment method from the middle part of the screen and press tender. In that way, we've closed an order for €6.50. The other way of doing the service is tables. So in table service, iKentoo has three ways of opening a table. We can open a table directly by its table number, a table name, or from the table restaurant view. Let's start by opening a table from the table number. So press table number and table. This opens a table. As you can see, the orders section of the screen is showing restaurant table 5 by server called 16. Now, when you open a table, iKentoo would prompt for the number of covers. By default, in this setup, the number of covers is 2. This can be updated by pressing on the top left hand side of the screen and adding covers accordingly. With the table open, we would then add items. So we can add items in different courses or directly into the single course. So adding items, we will start by the starters. So we're going to add 4 starters as follows. Then we change the course from the middle section on the left. So we'll go into course 2 and start adding the mains. So we go for 4 mains. Automatically we have the order on the screen. We can toggle through the order and then press commit. Commit sends the order to the kitchen. Another way of opening a table is via table name. So if we press table name, we are able to write a name to the table. So in this case, we're going to name the table David and press done. This has opened a table called David. In the same manner that we've done in the earlier display, we can add items to the order and commit them to the kitchen or bar. The final way of opening a table is via the table view. So if we press table on the screen, we can press restaurant and we are seeing the restaurant view. Of course, we can notice that table 5 is currently being used with 4 covers on it, while we have all the other tables which are currently empty. We can open a table by clicking on the table itself. In this way, we've opened table 16 and we can take the order accordingly. When it comes to sending an away or requesting continuation, to do this, one would need to open a table or retrieve a table. Now, retrieving a table can be done in two ways. We can either immediately enter the table number, so let's say table 5, and that opens automatically the table number 5, or else we can go into the table view. So going to the table view, here we see all the open tables. As you can see from what we've done throughout the video, we've opened table 5, we've opened table 16, and also we've opened a table called David. So we open table 5, and that would bring us to the order. Now, from here, we are able to call an away. Calling an away is done using the request continuation button, the yellow button on the tabs, the actions tabs, in the middle of the screen. So by pressing request continuation, we send a kitchen instruction saying continue on the order. In which case, in the case of table 5, the starters have been sent away and the mains are now due for serving. Once an away is sent, the course that has been sent away will be grayed out. This is being grayed out for the simple reason that since there was no complaint, the system would take that order is the first course is confirmed and has been done. A grayed out course is not allowed to be avoided. Finally, in this video, we will also cover item counters. iKentoo has a system called 86 count. As you can see, the king lobster in our screen has a zero quantity on it. That means that if I try to order the king lobster, automatically the system prompts that there is no king lobster available. How do we add this? We add this by clicking on the king lobster and holding, and this prompt will come up. We press on sales restriction and enter the amount of the item we have. In this case, we added 4. What is the difference between 86 count and stock? iKentoo does a clear distinction between stock and items available for selling. In this case, we might have 10, 20 king lobsters available in stock, but the service can only sell 4. The limitation comes from either preparation or actual limitation of the service itself. Thus, the 86 count is completely separate from stock. Once we start entering the the king lobsters into our order, we will notice that the counter is going down. Once the counter is back at 0, we are not allowed to order anymore. That is it from my side today. Thank you for watching and looking forward for another video soon. Thank you.